Hey, Tony Gassens here. Don't have very long at all because got to teach the ages 26 to 35 Zoom call tonight. But somebody was asking me yesterday what what makes a man like a woman. Like how not what makes a man like a woman, but how does a man know she's the one? And I'm gonna have to go a little deeper into that. I'm gonna have to get a little deeper into that. But I first want you to understand the sad reality of this situation. And that is the fact that for most men, it's a visual thing. And a lot of women know this, but for most men, it starts with the visual. And if a man believes a woman looks like his wife, y'all gotta forgive him, get my computer ready for the call. If a woman looks like his wife, then that's the first component. And then after that, if a woman is absolutely gorgeous or beautiful to this man, she has to almost be the most airhead or the worst personality in the world for him to walk away from her. If she looks that good to him. And so you got to understand that. And the other thing is, if it's not looks and he gets to know her in a real way, like let's say he gets to know her in a way like let's say he's in a group with her, a class with her, and he gets to talk to her and it's platonic, it's completely platonic and he really doesn't want anything from her, and they get to know each other, and from there he realizes that she has all the character traits of an amazing wife. If she is stomachable, digestible, meaning she may not be the absolute most gorgeous woman in the world, but she's good looking, like he says, oh, she's cute or she's pretty. She doesn't have to be gorgeous. She doesn't have to be beautiful. She doesn't have to be, fine. But if she is cute, if she is pretty, but her characteristics are amazing, then he can see her as the one. But that takes an organic meeting. It's not something that he automatically feels that way or he thinks that way. And this is very unfortunate that we're very superficial on average. Not every man. It's not every man. And a lot of times when we aren't superficial, it's because of our low self-image, our low self-esteem, and how we see ourselves. The reason why I wasn't superficial is because I went through acne in middle school, and I had acne when everybody else had a baby face. And that really broke me and made me feel very insecure. And so when I would look at women, I would see women who weren't pretty to my friend, or who weren't all that to my friend, she would be pretty to me. And it just because my beauty standards were changed when I went through acne in middle school. And you'll notice that with some men, and you just have to really pay attention. Like, nothing is cut and dry. Nothing is one size fits all. Almost everything has exceptions to the rule. So what you have to do is look at every man that you know who is married. And look at him, look at her, look at how they met, look at when they met. And this could be a several part series that I'll go through this to kind of help women understand how this works. And a man could be superficial and not call it superficial, not even know he's superficial. It's just him being attracted to the woman he's looking at and him liking what he likes, so to speak. And women could be the same way, but I'm not a woman, so I can't speak for a woman. And so a man can meet a woman and she may not have every single thing that he lusts after or that he thinks that's what he wants. But if she has enough of the things or even half of the things, and then she's amazing, He'll see her as a wife if he's a man who values family. He values integrity. He values trust and honesty. If she's a good woman and he sees those things, then her looks is not everything. And so the main issue what I come across with women is who are amazing people, they just haven't worked on the other things that men look for. So if you're a woman, and this is extremely hard to say, but it's kind of like this is what I told my mom. I told my mom this advice. I tell my sister this. This is coming purely from love. Not saying that this is right, but I'm saying this is the world. This is the world. Listen to what I just said. I'm not saying this is right. I'm saying this is the world. So what happens is if you come in as a woman and this man is genuine and he's pure, if you are 50 pounds overweight, then he can't see you for you. He can't see you at your best. He sees you in a space that he feels that he may judge you and say, well, she doesn't love herself because she doesn't value her body. She doesn't value her health. She doesn't value her figure. And if he values or if he puts value on a woman's physique and her body, and that to him means personal success, it means self-love, then he will pass on the woman who could have amazing traits, but she is not the weight that he feels she should be at for her height and her body type. And so he moves on with his life. Only got 6 more minutes, so I'm doing 2 things. I just come in the house, put my son in bed, and now I'm doing this and getting ready to teach in 6 minutes. And so, hey, this is the way the work going. I've been consulting all day with my client, helping him produce a course for the last 5 hours. I dropped my little paper clip. Y'all forgive me. And so understand this. A lot of times just changing that one thing could make a world of a difference. You still attract some flies. You still attract savages. You still will attract. And when I say attract, I'm talking about in this sense, who approaches you. You still gonna have bombs approach you. But at the same time, you're gonna have different men approach you. And I've had several, clients tell me, hey, Tony, when I lost 10 pounds, when I lost 20 pounds, when I lost 30 pounds, it's been different numbers that I've heard. A whole different type of man started approaching them. A man who looks a certain way that she wasn't used to approaching her. And that's because that man values that thing. He values the way a woman takes care of her body. And a woman can have a thyroid issue. A woman can have all kind of different health complications. But in passing, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know. He just assumes. So that's why I said if he gets to be in a life group with her, if he gets to be in the growth group mastermind and he's seeing her on these Zooms and then he gets to do a project with her or serve in the same ministry at church with her and he gets to know her, then he gets to learn, okay, she went through this event in her life, this event in her life, this event in her life. And all these things led up to where she's at right now in her life. And she's not at her best and she's working toward it, but she actually would be stronger and she actually would do better if she had a man in her corner supporting her and loving her and they're working toward body goals themselves together. And so you can see that happen, and it happens for men and women. Now, that's on a pure, genuine side, to where a man says, look, if I'm taking care of my body, I want her to take care of her body. If I'm doing this, I want her to do that. And that's when he's being genuine. When a man is being just superficial, the woman could be a low character, low moral, low value woman, and he will be with her because she has the perfect butt, the perfect breast, the flattest stomach. Everything is proportionate in his opinion. And the perfect size nose, perfect size lips, perfect cheekbones, perfect skin complexion, skin texture, hair length. And she looks like to him, she stepped out of a magazine, like she was hand chiseled by God. And yet she could be just not interested in real knowledge and wisdom. Like she just could not care about anything except for vanity. But if that's what impresses him and he's superficial, then he will be with her over this woman who is even 10 pounds heavier than she wants to be, or than the doctor says she should be. He will, but yet she has the amazing character, amazing drive. She's ambitious. He will pass up on her if what intrigues him is sex. And if a woman on the negative side as well, if a woman has a lot of money, and that's relative. If he makes 20,000, she makes 50,000, she has a lot of money. If he makes 50,000, she makes 80,000, she has a lot of money. If he makes 80 and she makes 220,000, she has a lot of money. In that case, if he's money driven and money turns him on and money makes him come alive, then her money will make him be with her regardless of how she looks. And again, that's on the negative side of things. So we're going through good men, bad men, and how men choose the one, how men come up with the one. And it's good to know as a woman where you stand so that you can kind of identify like, okay, is this genuine? So if you say, hey, I'm not where I need to be in my body, or I'm not where I need to be in my finances, and if you say I'm where I need to be in my finances, but not in my body, then does this man know what you do for a living and how much you make? If that's off the table and it's not for the money because he doesn't know how much you make or what you do, then how did he start to like you if he's not typically the type of man that would be attracted to you? Were y'all in some type of group together, organization together, and he got to know you for you? So you kind of get to see where this falls. And this is a very painful conversation because the world could be so superficial. And men could be so superficial, and women too. Sometimes I hear this from women. Oh, he doesn't look the way I want him to look, but he's an amazing person, so I don't want to be with him, or should I be with him? And I always say you at least need to be attracted to the person. They don't have to be everything you ever dreamt of, but you at least need to be attracted to the person. So, hey, it's 8:59. I got to go. I'm going to try to upload this. And this will be a little series, and I'll go through this over the next few days, Lord willing, unless I get distracted and start doing something else. I'll be going through this. It's 9 o'clock, so I got to start this.
Recording in progress.
And God bless y'all. We'll talk soon.